Yes, people, Andy Livingston again, Andy Livingston again. I talk about the music. Yes. Today we want to kind of compare and contrast old media with new media, and also we want to talk about Payola as a mechanism to promote music. Um, so you want now. Generally, the new generation will tell you that radio is obsolete. Nobody listens to radio anymore, and it is all about what social media and the internet can do for you. Yes. There's the school of thought though among older people that says radio is still and maybe more relevant and more effective as a tool to break an artist, to break a song than new media. What is that thing for really mull over? Because while we in this push to promote the culture, to promote our music, to promote our artists, we have to really find out, clarify for ourselves how we work the mix of media that we are going to use. See? Remember one time, the first time I ever talked to Chronics, him take out him phone and him say, boy, Mr. Livingston, nobody now do this again or that. I want to now put no poster up on no wall again or nothing, Everything the right here, so. Yeah? Now, Chronics had just basically established himself. And my figure say, he must know what he must say. Based on what? Tools him did I use for come through. See? But over time, I really have to take a look at it. And I may wonder if that is totally so. Yes? Is radio dead? Is it all about new media? Is it all about what the internet can do for you? Is it all about what a vlogger, an influencer can add to the promotion of an artist's career and music? That a day me there one dance. See, I want event, and an artist that shall remain nameless. Friend of mine, we are there and a whole vibe artist a perform and thing. But one artist of note, in his performance, it was just hit after hit after hit. Yeah? So him just a run through the song then. Verse, punchline, boom, forward. Next tune, verse, punchline, boom, forward. Yeah? I watch the performance I go down. And I enjoy it and I say, go on my lord, Thing I'm a brethren and thing and it a work. But over a few days after that performance, it just dawned upon me. Say, this artist not have much of a social media presence. Yeah? And it also dawned upon me. Say, me not hear them song ya nowhere else but on the radio. Me not see it in the social media space. Him not have videos in the social media space. For the new music that is. But yet, everybody doesn't know it and it about the place. Then it lead me to ask, how then is radio dead? Or is it how you use the tool of radio? Yeah? Radio obviously, remember an older artist said to me one time, say, yo Andy, you see when we did that come true? If all you did that come true when we did that come true, it's easy, Because they have so much tune and thing, and it was just 2 radio stations. So if them not hear you over here, so them are hear you over there, so. The whole Jamaica must know you. And if you're bad, you must bust. See? You never have no internet. TV wasn't much of a thing. TV wasn't much of an option for artists. Except for who would I remember a program on Saturday named Where It's At. And they would invite artists to come perform. That's why the first place me say the Great Barry Salmon. And quite a few of the man there. Saying pan TV that is. And we are youth, so at the only place we are going to see them because we're not going away. We are little youth. You know what I mean? But over time, with the amount of radio stations in the space, in Jamaica, I nearly about 25, 28 radio stations in this little place alone, you know, of 2.5 to 3 million people. Yeah? So, let us say the listenership spread across all 28. Yeah? And also spread, them a share the space with social media now. You really wonder then how much listenership will one radio station have? But then if you look upon the national situation, every year them have the survey, and you know who come out on top, who come second, and thing. So they're able to calculate the amount of listenership a radio station Ghana. IRFM seem to come out on top most of the time. I think followed by RJR, but RJR are all for different stations and them something there. So how RJR's listenership is shared among the group, you know, is another question, and whether the total of the group would have top that enjoyed by IRFM. See? But the long and short of it is this. Again, me see this artist here bust up the place. Him have a tune here now, lately in the space. Again, we not hear it nowhere else. We not see it in the social media space. We don't see him pushing our presence in the social media space, promoting the song. But the song already big out there. This is a tune we released maybe 2 months now, and the tune big out there. Anyway, on that night he was singing this tune here about 3-4 times. Every time him touch it off a wheel up. Seeing? I may talk about reggae song, people. I may talk about a lover's rap tune. Seeing? So now we have to start to question ourselves. When them say is social media, what demographic of the listenership them are talking about? The tweens, in other words, the teen and 20s, early 20s, probably don't listen to radio. Yeah? Them always depend on social media. And when them driving, even when them a drive, them have them playlists run through them phone. Most of them not really listen to radio. But then again, me say the tune them a bus. So who then I listen to them tune? I know just the tweens I listen music, you know. You also have middle-aged people, may I talk from like 30 to 50, 55, who 60 maybe, who when them a drive, in them drive time, because nobody not turn on radio. Nobody not turn on radio in the house again. And nobody not have radio record change on them something there. First of all, record don't even make again. See? So when a man is home, there's no radio. But during drive time, when a man go in a car and him a drive to and from work, during those drive time hours, in the morning and in a late afternoon, him radio on, and it depends on his choice of station. Some people may listen to sports and talk radio and them thing there. Others are listen to music, and I dare suggest that the bigger portion of the listenership I listen to those stations where play music. You know what I mean? And then now it go break down to what kind of music you like. You know, you have Cool FM who will play, you know, R&B and you know some foreign music along with a certain choice of reggae music. See? Then you have Irie FM where play from lovers rock to roots to dancehall. Nowadays it's kind of more dancehall because the youth them we are spin pan Irie FM now. Kind of cut them teeth on the music of them own generation. You can't blame them. That is what you're going to get from them. See? And is a whole heap of dancehall coming out. When we say dancehall, that is to include trap. And as far as dancehall go, you hear even more trap than what we traditionally consider dancehall. When you ask the youth them say that are the new dancehall. After them music, you can't take it away from them. So that I play. See? But in terms of radio as against social media, it still comes down to how you mix, you know. There's a thing named triangulation where you know you use the different for promote any product. You know want the in and one space. Yes? But then now how you mix the use of the space. You may go 75% here, so 20% there, so another 5% run the other part. You may go 50% here, so and so on. You know, it depends on how you mix it. Yeah? But like I said, this Virginia seem to just go heavy on radio. Because even if there's social media presence, it pale. But when you turn on your radio, like me during my drive time, I will listen to sports radio and I listen to music. Once you listen to music, you're going to hear this tune here. See? So obviously, there's a heavy concentration in a radio and it'll work. Yeah? Now, this is mature music. Really, I don't see no mature artists. I go straight social media and I get the same kind of traction. And I may be wrong. Yeah? But I don't see it. When me see artists get traction, the mature artists, is when they go heavy on the radio. And less so on the social media. You know what I mean? So we really have to look at how we tend to now want to dismiss old media. You know, people want to hear you. Who is it that again read newspaper? It is the mature. Yeah? In our space though, where nobody no really buy music, you know. So it's not like you say, boy, we need to reach out to the youth them because the youth them buy music. Nobody now buy music. Everybody will consume free music. Yeah? Let us call a spade a spade. Nobody in Jamaica no really buy music. Because Jamaica we really talk about this. See? Because we have established already, say, if as a Jamaican artist you want to break, you will have the anomaly. You will have the flash in the pan of a song will get to a foreign. First before it goes to Jamaica. But the conventional wisdom say, you have to dance a yard before you dance abroad. Conventional wisdom say, if you bust a Jamaica, then the world zooming in on Jamaica go and see you. See? So the thing to do is to work the Jamaican market first. Again, me say something we get out, but that shouldn't be what you focused on if you're thinking to do something serious with your something. You know what I mean? Now, this focus now that you need to put on radio, going to take you to a place named Payola. A word where nobody no like hear it. Not the producer who I use it, not the artist who I use it, and not the disc jockey who I collect it, and nobody no want them talk them business. Nobody no want discuss Payola because it is illegal. See? But the long and short it is that me no know. Me travel and me see Payola in action. Seeing? There's no breaking of any song of any artist without some farmer Payola. Yes? In the States, in those bigger markets, there exists what you call a plugger. See? So you don't go to the disc jack yourself. You work through a plugger and you give the plugger your money. And I guess you tell yourself, so, well, you know, it's not Payola. A Payola. You give the plugger your money and him spread this little food here among the relevant disc jacks. Then the thing is that the plugger kind of know the market and who will play what. And so it works. Now, in a Jamaica, you know, have a thing named plugger. But you have the same thing. You have people who do the same something. And people not fooling themselves. No matter who you see, I do them something. There has to be some element of tit for tat. You know what I mean? You may not want to call it Payola in some instances, but it's tit for tat. Artists do something, disc jacks do something. See? Now, is it absolutely necessary? Well, if you find the radio necessary, then with the amount of music that we produce in this space here per day, then if you want to get your music ahead of the competition, then, know what I mean? Yeah. Sense would have said, get your thing done. But you can only get your thing done if you have that budget. See? Don't fool yourself. You can only all of the songs them where you see a lead on radio to the point where we call it, we say them boss. Something go on. See? And it is necessary. We may not like say it, yeah, but the next man are gonna do it if you not do it. So the thing for do is get yourself a budget. How you get that, you know, it depends on who you're connected with. See? So the youth them nowadays, them and them friend are hustle. Yeah? Again, me I gonna use a word where some people never want to talk about. Them and them friend are scam people. And I get the free money. And they're able to fund the music. Because that's why what was scammer become artists, you know. See? The only problem is that them become artists could have been productive as artists. But a lot of them still mix up in the scam because the free money is always attractive. See? But yeah, man. Where is the problem in all of that? You know what the problem is? Again, I said earlier that back in the day in Jamaica, you had 2 radio stations. So radio was so much more powerful. With the preponderance of the amount of stations we have now, the disc jockey them are going too bad, man. That's the only problem that you know. See? And so when this happen, it is the bigger money and not the better quality music that will rise to the top. So the disc jock them get to a place now where them sell them soul. But it now forgot so. You know see it? As long as, well, again, again, it is the highest bidder. So, I don't know if the disc jockey them want to do this. Maybe somehow we just not bidding. Because one thing, every time me talk to other artists like myself of my generation, seeing, no man no believe, boy, give them this jockey boy, they nothing, you know, and yeah. See it? So the youth them with the free money now have that problem there. And make we look back as well. In the 80s and 90s, a lot of the money we did that fund the business as well. We boss Bully per man. Was not scamming because scamming never the about. But it was always hustling money, you know. And if you look back in an entertainment broadly, them say the Rat Pack, them man them say them was gangsters, you know, allegedly. They were gangsters. See? Especially the brethren them call the chairman of the board, what's his name? See? We don't know. But the long and short of it is that banks don't lend money for finance musical projects. So the money going to have to come from somewhere. But it's time the banks really start to change them posture upon that something, you know. I don't know if them not look in the accounts of these men where artists were boss where open account boy, you know, if them not see what kind of action are going on in the money account. So it simply means a whole heap of money is being generated on the thing, but because the bank have this eyebrow thing and stiff-necked thing where them feel like say music is a thing where some idle boy just do. You know, after all, you play music, it's not work, it's play. So a whole heap of them will never see the value of not just music, but what we do in the arts. And them feel like say everybody in the arts are idiot. So, why we man go borrow the money and we never go ever get it back? And me understand too, say I will kill this artist out here. Take money from the banks and the lending agencies, lending institutions, and get motor vehicle loan and everything. They hide out with the people and money. And do a sort of something to make it bad for the industry. But with proper vetting and thing, you know. A proper manager with a proper proposal. Yes? To finance a proper artist. And come with, I don't know, like everything else, you come with your security. You know what I mean? You come with your asset for back it. And why we can't get money from the lending agencies, the lending institutions for finance this. So we always have to turn to the illicit source of the money. See? But wherever the money for come from, it going to have to finance it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I will come, make some conclusions. People, all media is not dead. All media is just as relevant than back in the day. It's just a matter of how it is used and who is using it. New media is the new thing, and it is just a matter again as to how it is used, who is using it. Yeah? And Payola will always be with us. See? All we need is an understanding that once you're putting together a project, once an artist has come out, that artist is a project. And so, those involved with the project, a manager, a producer, who nowadays, because music now sell like it used to, the producer have to find himself being the manager, because if you have to spend your money, you have to own the artist. If the artist break, or when you break the artist, that is the only way you make back your money and good returns on your money. But big money there. See? Yeah, man. So we asked the bank to look into it. And we asked this jacket them for looking on itself. Yeah? We know how the something go. But do it for the culture, man. Can't no fighter just girl and not spend the money upon when they take it from the man them twin. See? So, only can ease up, man, and then I forgot so hard. You know what I mean? And some of the time you can like songs too. Artists can come through and him not have no money behind him, but you see the value in establishing, helping to establish this song here. Because you just love it and you know it's a big potential tune. And people will love it. And then if that artist boss now it now is incumbent on the artist there. If you look back and say, you know, say, John Tam Strokes, them man that did play the tune and a summer bus. Now me I go build a program around myself. Me I go finance my program. See? Like, share and subscribe, you know. And the Livingston again, where I chat truth. You know, see it? Well, man, big up on yourself.